Hi, this is Vaughan at westcobellpottery.ca in Nova Scotia, Canada. It's July 20th today, so it's peak season. It's about 9:30, 10 in the morning, so it's a little early for people to come by, but it may happen, so I may get interrupted. This is a cone 6 oxidation in a gas kiln, and it's got tiles, fish, and a lot of functional wear, and a new clear glaze, which I can see I'm not quite happy with, but it's a start. I fancy pack with my shells so I can get more pieces in with these kind of smaller shells and larger shells, so you can see that's a little interesting. But anyway, it was a little hard to. This is packed at the front, as you can see, basically quite heavy. And so it took a long time for the cone down there to actually go down, which usually they go down together, top and bottom. So next time I pack like this, I'm going to pack the heavier stuff at the back, which is what I usually do. I just tried it just to see what would happen, and it took about an extra half an hour for the bottom cone to reach. And I had to kind of balance the soak so that the top cone didn't take 7 down, basically. Let's see what happened. Here it is. See, 7 was starting to bend, so that means we were at cone 6.5 on the top. What about the bottom? See, cone 7 is not bending, but cone 6 is all the way over. So basically we were about a half a cone difference, I would say, in the top to the bottom. It's not too bad, I guess. That's about 15-20 degrees, maybe at the most. But I don't usually get that, so back to normal with the packing next time. Is this cool? It's not too bad. It's a new clear glaze. It's not too bad, but I think I applied it a little thick because I can see that it's not a total shiny glaze, but it's quite satin matte, and well, satin, not matte, but satin gloss, I would say. But it's got nice color in there, so I'm not unhappy, and I did that on the inside. That's quite nice. So anyway, this is something I'm going to be playing with to see how I can. I've got a whole bunch of these balls to actually glaze. And yeah, these are about, I would say these are 150 degrees temperature-wise in Fahrenheit. There you go, another one. So I think they did okay, but I was hoping for a slightly shinier glaze. My other clear glaze is very shiny, so, but I'm playing with this, so maybe a little bit more frit in there and it might be okay. Okay, so it's a bit cooler down there. Oh, I went very bright. Look at the yellow Tenmaku gold. Isn't that amazing? God, it's just so weird that it sometimes comes. Oh no, wait a minute, that's not Tenmaku. What is that? Oh, that's my yellow oatmeal over the top of copper bronze. So that really came out much different than I had planned. But anyway, that's a fiche. Then I've got some frames in this kiln. I've shown you how there's a video on making frames. I get them totally flat. So you need to for a frame, really. But that's a nice frame. Apple green and bright blue. Ooh. I tied a fish within a frame. Apple green, bright blue with some purple, and that's the yellow over the bronze again. Yeah. So it gives me a nice ochre yellow that has a little glow to it almost. And that's a not so interesting grey frame. I don't know if I'm going to use that. We'll see. That was one left over from a previous batch. Looks like I did a lot of purple in this wiring for the fish anyway. Oh, well, that's right, because I had one in a purple fish and it sold straight away. People like the purple. It's almost Florida-like. There you go. Somebody should start making these in Florida, because I just shipped a bunch to Florida, and it'd be a lot easier on the planet if we didn't have to ship, you know, things that people could make in Florida. But anyway, there you go. Nice fish. This is an order. Somebody wanted 4 of these. So basically, it's bright blue, Tenbaku gold, and oatmeal, I think. Yep, that's it. Bright blue, Tenbaku gold, and oatmeal. And there's the other 2. Yeah, so basically those 2 are actually the same bright blue, Tenbaku gold, and oatmeal. Oh, this one's nice. I will be using this frame. So that's folk art white with bright blue around the outer edge. Wow, I'm very happy with that one. That's classy. What else we got here that I can get to before I start taking shelves out? Apple green, turquoise green, and something, maybe oatmeal over the top, because I tend to do a lot of oatmeal over the rim edges. The base has got the turquoise matte as well. Apple green. It's a bit, I don't know, that was, I poured the glazes on this. Instead of dipping, I just was pouring to see some little overlaps, and I didn't get too much. And the brown, oh, that's variegated blue. That is what variegated blue looks like when it's too thin. So don't do that. It's not the greatest bowl there. I might have to refire that one. Same again, apple green, variegated blue, just not thick enough. And then on the inside, the variegated blue overlapping the green. That might be okay as a planter though. Hanging planter, I guess. I wanted to try something really simple, so I did just an oatmeal. This is my regular oatmeal with nothing else on it, on top of dark red clay. I wanted to see if I could make something that was like a really nice food presentation dish that didn't actually distract from the food, because all the busy glazing and everything takes away from the food. I think food will look really pretty on something like this. But I've got a bottle to hold sauce that goes in the center to bake chicken in one of these, I guess. Somewhere in here. Okay. Some old standards. You've seen these in other videos. Bright blue, Tenbaku gold, and oatmeal. Two more. This is what I'm showing. This is the dark blue, and this is the bright blue. I think this was on dark clay too. Variegated blue and oatmeal over the top. That's pretty. Oh, hi, here you go. These are the handles that were in the video that I just, I may have just posted this before this kiln unloading, but that's what I like about these handles, is you get a double rim that actually gives you that dark and light look. And there's another one of it as well, and all that. So dark green, on the top is the turquoise, matte turquoise over apple green. But it is nice that those double handles. So that's a handle tool that I will actually start using in my work. Two more dark blue, oatmeal and variegated blue over the top. Okay, that's a nice fish. Bright blue, folk art white, apple green, and bronze on the fins. And here's a bright blue, purple, and not sure about the face there. I don't think it's the copper bronze on the face. It could be with that yellow over the top. It seems like I used a lot of yellow and purple in these. That certainly brightens them up a little bit. And the same color combination again. Boy, these are going to be bright on the wall. And that's another one of the handles from that video. That was just the regular oval handle. And this was one of the handles with a very deep groove all the way down. So I think those are really working out good. I will probably use, and they took no longer than pulling handles to make, so I may well move into doing some of the handles like this. That's a strong looking handle. That's actually, that is my number 16 glaze, which is the bright blue glaze just with a little bit of iron added to it, and then over the top it looks like I did variegated blue and oatmeal. Number 16 with variegated blue and oatmeal again. Apple green with turquoise over the top, turquoise with variegated blue and oatmeal over the top. This was the really big, deep handle that was in that set that Bill Wright from artisanpotterytools.com sent me. That is a very strong looking handle too. Doesn't overpower the mug, I'm surprised. I thought that was too big, but it isn't. So this is the one, had the double groove in it, so that really works out really good. So that's a good size handle too. They feel comfortable to hold. And here's the double, is that the double groove? I think that's the double groove handle again. That's a nice instant decoration on the piece. Same here, the double groove handle. Trough, I would say, double trough. Apple green with matte turquoise over the top. And this is the bottle that goes with that other dish. And this is where the sauce goes, and I have a stopper that goes on top there as well. Another zany fish. Really bright colors for these fish. Very nice frame. I kind of rolled the edges of this frame so that it would stretch out a little bit and give it a slightly off square look, and I think it worked. And there is the purple and blue. First time I tried that too. So we'll see how that one goes. And here's a fish. That's basically I think the copper bronze with the yellow and the oatmeal over the top with purple fins and bright blue elements too. Okay, I also have in this kiln a little playful group of sushi plates, which I did the video of too. Whether that's posted yet, I don't know. So these are little slump molded sushi plates. And then we have a fish there. And here's another one of the folk art white and the bright blue. Totally flat. There's my spare bowls for that order for 4 of them, so I got 6 for them to pick out. This is variegated blue the way it's supposed to look. This one thick enough there. I bet I didn't stir the bucket properly when I dipped that, the big bowl at the beginning. That's variegated blue, bright blue, and oatmeal. Now I decided to use up some clay that I've had a while. It's a speckle clay from Laguna. Isn't it nice? So a lot more speckles than the 455 from Toronto Pottery Supply House. This is number 60 from Laguna. And these you saw earlier in the video, that's one for the LaHaye River Bookstore. These are that's for the dish I just took out. This is one. That's what they look like. It's for roasting chicken. Here's a glaze, this fake ash. I don't use it very often, but it's a really nice glaze. It works really well in the gas kiln, not so well in the other kiln. There's that handle again from artisanpotterytools.com. It's a nice handle tool. I'm impressed that one. I will use that handle, that tool more often. This is the bright yellow. I just mixed a new batch of it up. It was on the fish too. But that is a bright yellow, another bookstore mug. Coastalvillages.ca, that's the local radio station here. This was a big frame I did. Flat again. And this is the mouse grey that was on that frame I didn't like earlier on, but with the folk art white, that is a nice frame. Nice thing about these Advancer shells is they're so light you can just lift them up at funny angles. Don't break them. These are the little stoppers I do for the roasting chicken pieces. You just stick some bread dough in there and it stops the steam coming out the top. I designed that with John Novi in the Dupuy Canal House in the Hudson Valley in High Falls, New York. And I modified the design now. It's got handles on it as well. But I've got some more little birds there. Awesome. More of the sushi dishes. So there's a set of 4 of these that I made in the video I posted as well. And then I've got a serving tray to go with them. So there's 3 of the small ones out so far. This is the actual serving tray. So you put, and then we've got the individual dishes with them. These are baking dishes. Somebody wanted a green baking dish. So, so I did several variations of it because I'm not sure which green she's going to want. This I think is from the YouTube videos. Somebody ordered it from that. Okay, these are the, this is the regular yellow oatmeal that I have, not the lemon yellow one, but the regular yellow with regular oatmeal over the top and then the green on the bottom. Oh, and this one had some yellow oatmeal, over the top, that lemon yellow basically over the top again. I had some planters that didn't have bases to them, so that's the regular purple. This is the variegated blue. This is the chun green, and this is the chun green again, on a little thicker by the look of it. And there's another one of the green oatmeal baking dishes. This is a refire. I think the handle had a rough spot on it, and I put some oatmeal over it to smooth it out. Like a nice sunburst there. Ah, that's a nice folk art white bowl. And it's got some chattering elements there, so it's not just a solid color. And then on the outside, chattering the blue with the folk art white. I'm pretty sure that's folk art white on a little thin, because I wanted the chattering to show up. Some more of these. It's basically folk art white, and the oatmeal's over the top of the very speckled number 60 from Laguna. This is the regular speckled clay that I get from Pottery Supply House. You can just see a few speckles in there. There's the speckles from number 60 from Laguna. This one I tried brushing a little bit over the surface with the oatmeal rather than just dipping. And there's a little green one, and this is on, is that speckle? I'm not sure. Yeah, that's the light speckle clay again. The Coastal Villages mug and the Hay River books. This is the number 60 from Laguna again. On these ones you just saw apple green and turquoise, and then the folk art white with the oatmeals. I am not sure what I did here. I think somebody ordered some green flat bowls. But they're all different sizes, so I'm not sure it was an order or not. It's another one of the chicken roasters. There you go. And there's the last of the little sushi dishes. Chun green with the over the speckled clay with the matte turquoise, and folk art white and oatmeals again. That one, I'm not sure. Is that the folk art white? It looks a little different. That could be just my yellow oatmeal, but it's really nice the way it breaks. So I'm going to check that in my next glazing cycle and label them. But I think it's the folk art white with the oatmeal over it, but I'm not sure. And there's that thick handle I did as well. This is one of the experimental handles. It's a very chunky handle. My favorite is this double groove handle. Here's another one of the green baking dishes. Oh, I think I found my favorite piece in the kiln unloading. Okay, so this is chattering and folk art white with apple green over it, and maybe even some apple green, maybe stamped with a sponge over the edge there at the top as well. Look at that. Yeah, this is my favorite bowl in the firing. I think my favorite piece out of everything. There you go, nice bowl. This could be a close-up. Very nice. This I'm pretty sure is my fake ash glaze. Here's the variegated blue again. It's working a bit better on the lower part. It was just too thin on the others. Nice planter bowl. And there's the purple, very purple. That's nice on the outside. Variegated blue overlapping the purple by the look of it. Oh, that's nice the way it did that. Apple green and chun green and matte turquoise. And there's that clay, and I did some brushing with the lemon and the oatmeal over that one too. That's the folk art white. This is a refire, because if you remember the last gas kiln unloading, there was a dribble, and I didn't know where it came from, but obviously I got rid of it. So I just painted that same glaze of the dribble over the top with brush strokes to give a random effect, and it worked. That's now a nice teapot. Let's give you a close-up. I don't know where the dribble was. You can look in the last video, but everything kind of got rid of it. This was a refire because of a little bit of crawling, and I used oatmeal on the edge at the top there to get rid of the crawling. So that turned out nice too. Very blue. Ooh, we have a crack in a piece. It doesn't go all the way through, but there is a crack, and it was facing the back, overhang in the back there where the flame exits the flue. So I wonder if there was a cold spot going on that right there. Anyway, it's a functional bowl, but it has a little crack in the inside. Nice bowl though. I'll give that to somebody. These are the handles from that video. That's one with a single flute down the center. Here's one with the double flute down the center that is really nice. And this is a single one again. And this is purple with variegated blue and oatmeal over the top. And the last two, apple green and matte turquoise. And this is one of those handles too, was just the round oval. This is one of my own handles. Okay, last two. So if there's anything you saw in the video, as usual, you can just send me a screenshot and tell me you want it. This video posts about 3 weeks after I take the video, so unfortunately some pieces do sell this time of the year very quickly. But just let me know if you want something. It's nice that you enjoy my videos, and please tell your friends. All right, thank you very much. Bye-bye.